So, is Attack on Titan actually bad?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Wait, hold on for a second. This is my channel. The Siron show ain't over yet. So, well, welcome to the Siron show. Hello, my beloved psychopaths, and what the hell was that?
Oh, just a bit of clickbait.
Huh. I like you already. And whoever might you be?
I'm Drew from NOWWWW, the guy who likes to make fanfiction with hypothetical scenarios in anime and media.
Oh, how wonderful! And what is this? We also did a video that comes out on your channel today? How marvelous! A 2-for-1! It's almost like we planned this or something.
I mean, in a NOWWWW, there's endless possibilities. People should watch it after this, of course.
They really do. But yeah, we definitely don't think Attack on Titan is shit. In fact, it's one of my favorite stories ever. So, welcome to Watch, the show that tells you what to watch. My name is Siron.
My name is Drew, and we're going to be talking about Attack on Titan. Cause there's no better moment than right now, with the final season just approaching, to get into the series. Don't watch the last season first though, or else you'll be very confused and your mind will just be melting in your brain.
So without further ado, smash like and attack that subscribe button for more! And also, attack Drew's subscribe button for more, he's awesome!
Now strap in, grab your 3D maneuver gear, ODM gear, whatever you like to call it, and 3, 2, 1, go!
So, Attack on Titan is set in a very mysterious world. Humanity is forced to live behind 3 gigantic walls surrounding the last piece of civilization. Outside of these walls, there are these huge monsters called Titans, who kinda look like way too big humans, but they're not intelligent beings. All they want to do is eat people. But humanity is safe behind its walls, which are much, much bigger than the Titans. That is, until one day, after 100 years of safety, a colossal titan who is way too big appears before the walls, and within a moment, he destroys one of the gates. Titans walk into the city, killing countless people, and within just a moment of panic, the second gate is breached, and humanity is forced to retreat into the inner and much smaller territory behind the second wall. And all of this is just episode 1! Isn't this amazing? Isn't this the coolest premise ever?
No, you fool! It was actually bad all along!
Siron? Who's this?
Siron? Who is this?
Siron, who is this?
What? I'm the voice of negativity! How could you forget me?
I try my best, but sadly I can't.
Anyways, who is this weirdo you're talking to?
Well, I'm Drew, here to bring you something new.
Drew, huh? Well, you're... Jeez, you guys totally threw me off with this!
So, you want to join us in our conversation about why people should watch Attack on Titan?
Oh, why thanks for the invitation. I will absolutely not do that, are you kidding me? I'm here to destroy you, no matter that there's one more guy here today.
He always tries to.
Well, explain this to me. Why the hell are there Titans? And how come 100 years later there's suddenly a really big one? How are there walls that are that huge? Why does none of this make sense?
Oh, don't worry, this show might make you think that it's just an action show with an interesting premise, but actually it's more of a mystery that sets up all these questions from episode 1, but they're not all just a colorful backdrop, they are well planned out actually. It might take some time, as expected, from a mystery, but we do get all the answers to almost all the questions that are being raised. What's even cooler though, is that most of the time when a question is answered, it actually reveals even more questions that we're asking ourselves. Now they have to be answered even later. It keeps you hooked in, you know? That's what mysteries are supposed to be all about. That way, it leaves you guessing, wanting more, craving for these answers like a bloodthirsty vampire, without having you be in the dark too much, of course. The big story reveals are also much more exciting than any of the action, even though the action is still absolutely breathtaking with all these OVDM gears and everyone flying all over the place. Oh man, I'm gonna let Siron take over. I'm just freaking out because how awesome the show is.
I absolutely agree. The story is really the highest point of this mountain of greatness. It's pretty clear the author had the story pretty much planned out from the very beginning. But I really don't want you guys to get into the story expecting a jump action show. The pacing can slow down considerably at times, focusing much more on politics and conspiracies. The show is technically a shonen, but it really feels much more like a seinen. But what good is story without characters to look at it through? Our protagonist is Eren Yeager, a young boy whose mother was killed in the Titans' attack on the city and whose mysterious father mysteriously vanished shortly after, leaving a mysteriously mysterious key with Eren, with the promise of the key leading to all the answers. So many mysteries! After a time skip, he, his adopted sister, and his best friend join the military in an attempt to fight the good fight and to destroy all Titans.
And that's about where his character ends. Eren is just a childish idiot who has nothing in his head except for killing the Titans. Mikasa, his sister, is just a Beyblade with a stone face, and Armin, the friend, is a crybaby. Is that it? Is that really all we get?
No, it's not.
What?
No, some people get the idea that this is who the characters are, and this is all they are, they'll ever be. They'll never change. But there's more to all these characters, actually. They start off this way, but they develop much more over time. The same with many of these other side characters. Unless they just die, then they weren't as more important. Some people see this earlier, simpler version of characters, and they make assumptions based off of that. Have you ever heard of judging a book by its cover? Well, have you ever heard of judging a character by its face? I don't think you have. I've heard someone on the internet literally say this.
Eren is bad and edgy like Kirito.
Which is clearly far-fetched. I see Eren more similar to a seinen character, similar to like the likes of Thorfinn from Vinland Saga. Eren isn't a stat character. You see him like a stone that during the story he slowly is being polished into a diamond of a character that he is at the end. And if you're not the biggest fan of him and the other characters at first, give him some time. Like polishing a rock, it takes a while till it's pretty shiny. And besides, there's a ton of other great side characters, like Commander Erwin, for example, is one of the most interesting characters ever. He's very intelligent, very charismatic, but he's also haunted by things that he must do, and all the men he led to their deaths. Or there's others like the crazy military scientist Hanji, or mankind's greatest soldier ever, Levi. And also, I don't want to mention some other characters for some spoiler reasons.
Alright, let's talk a bit about villains. Obviously, Titans are the bad guys and humanity are the good guys, right? Well, no, it's not that simple. Good and evil aren't black and white in Attack on Titan. Morality is a fluid thing, and if someone is good or bad can change with perspective. In truth, this story is about very flawed people living in very harsh times, and there's two sides to every story. The more we learn, as more and more gets revealed, that becomes clearer and clearer. I can't really say too much without spoiling stuff. Just know that you shouldn't try to stuff characters in a role in this story. However, the characters that do get presented to us as villains are absolutely amazing. But I gotta stop myself before I spoil stuff.
Well, out of every show you have ever seen, because I think, out of every show, Attack on Titan would smell by far the worst. I can tell just by looking at the people and the cities that the smell would be nauseating.
I mean...
Ha! I got you now!
Well, first of all, well, maybe that's not a bad thing. It just shows that the show's world building is very well done, doesn't it? But You know what isn't nauseating?
Well, the transitions are.
But the art isn't, at least in the anime. You could argue with Siron about the manga. He actually likes that art, but no, the art, especially in the animation, is absolutely stunning. And the dynamic shots of the people flying through the air with their 3D maneuver gear, blending the animation of 3D and 2D together, absolutely breathtaking, and just alone that makes it worth watching. They managed to transform some pretty rough artwork from the manga into breathtaking, beautiful designs in the anime, creating some unique style actually, and the stunning animation makes every scene hit a bit harder. The weird uncanny movements of the Titans, paired with the grace of flying soldiers around them, you don't find animation that beautiful very often.
I do like the manga art. Fight me in the comments. But I can't deny the anime's beauty. And one thing the manga definitely can't give you is the music. Attack on Titan has one of my favorite soundtracks ever. It's so grand and epic. Listening to the main theme gives me chills every time. The music is so outstanding with its big choirs and grand orchestral feel. It's amazing and elevates every scene to a different level.
I mean, everything about it is fantastic, really. The story, the characters, the mystery, the art, the music, everything about it's great. It's absolutely a classic that gets better and better as each season passes.
No! It's bad! Don't watch it! Please!
And give it up. You never really stood a chance on this one. When I was looking for negative opinions for you to spew, I almost only found criticism too bad to use it. You fought well, but it's time for you to go now.
Oh no, not this time! This time I brought my own sword!
Well, you should have brought 2. So, what are you waiting for? Go and watch Attack on Titan.
Or like this video and share it with a friend who somehow hasn't seen Attack on Titan yet.
Don't forget to check out the video that we did over on my channel.
And with that being said, attack those subscribe buttons for more!
I hope you have a fantastic day.
Don't forget that madness is our only hope and small motherfucker!
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.